An IRS agent faces up to 15 years in prison after a jury found him guilty of soliciting money from a Seattle pot shop. King 5's Jake Wittenberg has an interview with the store owner. You'll see it only on King 5.
With the marijuana industry still stuck in the legal no man's land between state and federal law, any shop owner will tell you an IRS audit is a terrifying prospect.
That's the boogeyman story we hear about. If you get audited, there goes your business, right?
Ryan Kunkel owns Have a Heart Medical Marijuana on Aurora. Because it's still illegal under the federal law, Kunkel can only deduct a limited number of business expenses. So when IRS agent Paul Hurley knocked on his door last summer, Kunkel hoped for the best.
He seemed to be a reasonable guy. He understood the industry.
After a stressful 2-month audit, Kunkel says Hurley had even better news than he'd hoped for.
Get a bill, it's manageable, so we accept it.
That's when prosecutors say Hurley told Kunkel he could save $1 million in taxes in exchange for $20,000 cash to help pay off the IRS agent's student loans.
To be honest, I thought it was a setup. I thought this was nothing more than the IRS or the FBI taking a shot at me.
After taking a couple of days to mull it over, Kunkel went to the FBI himself. When they heard his story, agents enlisted Kunkel for a sting operation to catch Hurley taking a bribe. This video shot in a Starbucks shows the first handoff of $5,000. Here you can see Hurley more clearly in the front seat of Kunkel's car before taking the other 15 grand from under the seat. Shortly after, the IRS agent was arrested.
It felt like I was in a movie. It didn't feel real, but it was.
The important thing about this case, in Kunkel's view, is that it exposes the power the federal government still has over the state's legal marijuana industry.
It's as if the federal government said, go ahead and let this experiment happen with a built-in kill switch. That kill switch is 280E.
You see, 280E is the federal tax code that only allows shops like these to claim a few deductions. It's nothing like any other business. So an IRS audit can be potentially devastating to the bottom line. Kunkel and others believe without federal tax reform, the marijuana industry cannot thrive. That's why he hopes this case will make a difference.
This is creating more hardship in my life and in my business, but it's moving the industry forward. It's bringing it further into the light, and that's what it's about.
Jake Wittenberg, King 5 News.